Good morning, students. So today we're going to go over the coffee shop annotations and questions assignment that was due on January 15th. So we've already done the annotations part. We went over tone for 15th class. And so if you're watching this video, that means either you forgot to do the assignment, you didn't turn it in, or you have incorrect answers. So if you look at the instructions, I said several times that you were supposed to answer in complete sentences and use textual evidence. So maybe you didn't answer in a complete sentence, maybe you didn't use textual evidence, or maybe you just got the answer wrong. And so you can watch this video and you can go and change your answers and resubmit it to raise your grade. So let's get started. Once you open your assignment, you're going to go and see this part. This was in the previous video. If you did not do this part, go to this video here and watch me do it, and then you can go and complete it. So this video is the one that tells you about tone. That was from Friday's class. So it says questions. When you're finished with the annotation, answer the questions based on the annotations. Remember to answer in complete sentences and include textual evidence. So question 1 says, review your annotations. What do you notice about the author's word choice in stanzas 1 and 2 compared to the rest of the poem? So if we come over here to stanza 1 and 2, we notice that it is in green, and that means positive. In stanza 2, we notice that it starts getting more negative until it gets to the end where it's finally completely all negative. So we're going to go and put that down. So in stanzas 1 and 2, the author uses positive words, period. For example, comma, comfort, comma, please, comma, and how I love this place, period. These choices contrast with the language used later in the poem, comma, such as full of lies, comma, nothing, comma, and never became them, period. So that helps us answer question 1. At this point, if you need to pause the video, you can pause the video. Question 2. Which tone is used in the following phrase? I cannot tell you how I love this place. What does the speaker's uncle loves? So the first thing we need to do is we need to copy that phrase again. The phrase, I cannot tell you dash how I love this place, establishes, because we need a verb, an appreciative and positive tone, so the uncle is thankful. So we're going to put the speaker's uncle, because we need to answer both questions, loves and is thankful for his experiences in America and the coffee shop. And so at the end of the day, the uncle is thankful and he loves America and the coffee shop. So if you need to pause the video, make sure you pause the video. Question 3. Which tone is used in the following phrase, he never became them? What does he not become? So like last time, we need to copy the phrase. The phrase, he never became them, creates a disheartening and discouraging tone. So let's look up what the word disheartening means. Disheartening means causing someone to lose determination or confidence. Discouraging means the same thing, causing someone to lose confidence or enthusiasm. And so that's the thing, is when you're discouraged or you're disheartened, you feel like you lose your confidence and you lose your motivation. So the uncle does not feel like he becomes an American. And that's the thing, at the end of the day, the uncle doesn't feel like he's truly an American. He feels like an outsider. So at this point, if you need to pause the video, please go and pause the video. So question 4. Read the following excerpt from the poem. He shook his head back and forth from one country to the other, and his ticket grew longer. Immigrants had double and nothing all at once. How does the phrase immigrants had double and nothing all at once affect the meaning and the tone of the poem? So if you remember, Miss G explained to you that when it says immigrants had double and nothing all at once, it means that immigrants have two homes. They have the home where they were born and the home where they live. They have the job in their home country and the job they have now. They have two languages, their home language and English. They have double of everything, but at the same time they have nothing, because you might not be able to go back to where you're from, and so you're stuck here and you're not happy. You might not be able to speak English well. You might not be doing a job that you want to do, and so I'm going to put this down. The speaker says, comma, immigrants had double and nothing all at once, period. This affects the meaning and tone of the poem, period. Because the uncle lived in his homeland and America, period. Thus, he does not feel that he belongs in either place, period. This creates a discouraging, remember one of our words from up above, or disheartening tone, period. So at this point, if you need to pause the video, please go and pause the video. Question 5. How does the repetition of the phrases without saying and I cannot tell you impact the meaning of the poem? So the key word in the sentence is the word repetition. Repetition is when you repeat a word or a phrase for emphasis. Again, repetition is when you repeat a word or a phrase for emphasis. So when the poet is saying without saying over and over again, and I cannot tell you over and over again, this does impact the meaning of the poem because the author, aka the poet, is emphasizing. So we're going to put, because we need textual evidence, the repetition of the phrases without saying and I cannot tell you reinforces the idea that even though the uncle lives in the United States, comma, he still struggles to be able to express himself fully, period. He finds comfort in the coffee shop because the waitress knows what he wants without him having to order, period. But he also experiences frustration because he cannot speak English. And so at this point, we have gone over the 5 questions for the annotation, for the coffee shop annotation and questions assignment. If you did not get one of these questions right, please go over and redo it. Why would you go and take less than 100% if I'm going and I'm taking the time out of my day to make a video for you? So again, if you need to look at the timestamps, they're going to be in the bottom by the time you guys see this. Redo your answers, resubmit them, and get your grade to 100%. So I will see you guys when I see you guys. Bye.